Stop throwing away your wood ash, create this slow-release mineral gold. Every winter, gardeners dump buckets of wood ash into their compost pile or scatter it across the garden in one afternoon, believing more ash means healthier plants. That's one of the fastest ways to create nutrient imbalances. Fresh wood ash is highly alkaline and its potassium is released quickly. Applied carelessly, it can raise soil pH too fast, tie up important nutrients, and reduce the performance of acid-loving crops. But there's a better way to use it, one that turns wood ash into a slow-release mineral amendment that feeds your soil over time instead of all at once. Before I show you the method, here's one tool that keeps me from making expensive watering mistakes after applying any soil amendment. I use a 4-in-1 soil moisture meter with wireless sensors because freshly amended soil often looks dry on the surface while remaining perfectly moist around the roots. Watering too soon after adding amendments can wash nutrients deeper than young roots can reach. I'll leave the exact moisture meter I use in the description if you want to check it out. It takes the guesswork out of watering and has become one of the most useful tools in my garden. If you enjoy practical gardening based on real testing instead of internet myths, consider subscribing because we're always experimenting with ways to grow healthier plants while spending less money. The secret starts by slowing the ash down. Fresh wood ash is rich in potassium, calcium, magnesium, and dozens of trace minerals, but those nutrients are highly available immediately after application. That's great in some situations, but not when you want long-term fertility. Instead of spreading ash directly over the soil, I mix it with finished compost and biochar before it ever reaches the garden. Here's the ratio that's worked consistently for me. Mix 1 part screened wood ash with 4 parts finished compost and 1 part pre-soaked biochar by volume. Moisture is important here. Lightly dampen the mixture until it feels like a wrung-out sponge, then let it sit for 3 to 4 weeks in a covered container or compost bin. Something interesting happens during that waiting period. The compost biology begins coating mineral particles, while the porous biochar absorbs nutrients that would otherwise wash away during heavy rain. Instead of creating a sudden nutrient spike, you've built a much more stable mineral amendment that releases nutrients gradually as soil microbes go to work. This is especially noticeable in raised beds. I've tested fresh ash against this conditioned mixture in identical tomato beds. The directly applied ash produced rapid early growth but inconsistent performance later in the season. The conditioned blend produced steadier growth, stronger stems, and fewer signs of nutrient stress during fruit production. That difference becomes even more obvious after several months. The biochar acts like a storage bank for nutrients and moisture, while compost continues feeding beneficial microbes. Together they improve soil structure instead of simply adding minerals. There's one mistake that causes more problems than almost anything else. Using ash around every crop. Wood ash raises soil pH, so it's excellent for vegetables that prefer neutral to slightly alkaline conditions like cabbage, broccoli, kale, onions, garlic, peas, and asparagus. But don't use it around blueberries, potatoes, rhododendrons, azaleas, or other acid-loving plants. Raising the pH around those crops can reduce nutrient availability and lower yields. Another common mistake is using ash from treated lumber, painted wood, charcoal briquettes, or burned construction materials. Never use those in your vegetable garden. Only clean ash from untreated natural firewood belongs in soil used for food production. Container gardeners can benefit from this method too, but on a much smaller scale. Mix only a small handful of the finished mineral blend into every 5 gallons of potting mix. Containers have limited buffering capacity, so excessive ash can shift pH much faster than it does in garden beds. Hydroponic growers should skip this technique entirely. Hydroponic systems rely on precisely balanced nutrient solutions. Adding wood ash introduces unpredictable mineral concentrations and pH changes that can interfere with nutrient uptake. This slow-release blend is designed specifically for living soil. The biggest lesson I've learned after years of testing is that healthy soil isn't built by dumping nutrients onto it. It's built by creating systems that hold nutrients where plants can access them gradually. When compost, biochar, microbes, and mineral-rich wood ash work together, nutrients stay available longer, soil biology becomes more active, and plants spend less energy recovering from nutrient swings. That's why I call it mineral gold. Not because it's expensive, but because it keeps paying dividends season after season. So the next time you clean out your fireplace or wood stove, don't rush to scatter the ash across your garden. Slow it down, combine it with the right ingredients, and let biology transform it into one of the most valuable soil amendments you can make at home. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, subscribe to FarmLogic and share this video with another serious gardener. The best gardens aren't built by adding more products, they're built by understanding how soil biology, minerals, moisture, and plant roots work together beneath the surface.